What would you say? Can you introduce yourself again fully?
Yeah, I am Patrick Nkandawire,
Aha.
the Executive Director for the Association for Rural Community Development, ACOD. As I said, we started the organization in 2002 and we have been working in the field of agriculture mainly. That means crops and animal. So since then, 2002, I think there's a lot of changes in as far as climate is concerned. One of the notable changes is that the growing seasons have changed drastically. In the past, we used to plant in October for southern region, which is not now the case. You cannot determine when you have rains this time. It's not quite clear. And as of late, I think maybe some rains would come in November, December, which is very detrimental in as far as the growing season is concerned.
So what is that done? What is the impact of that?
The impact of that is that it has reduced the growing season. So which means now if you plant in December, sometimes the rain would go easily, maybe by February. Then it means some of the crops will not be matured as they are, because of short growing season.
So what is the effect of that?
The effect of that is that there is low production.
So your project in a way could have been successful, but for some reason in which you are not in control,
yes,
is actually negatively impacting your project.
On our projects. But then we have short growing season. So sometimes rain will go off at the time maybe the maize is fruiting, is flowering. It means it will result into low production of the same. So the central region again, it is the same, because we were supposed to plant in October. But as of late, as I said, we have negative impact in terms of that.
So what are people doing to overcome this problem? What are you doing?
Now to respond to that, I think we are trying to substitute to depend on irrigation farming, so that during that period maybe we can still.
That means you have to spend more. Remember,
Yeah.
you started off saying that we have to spend less in order to get more.
Yes.
But now we have to spend more.
Yeah.
Huh?
And the problem with irrigation is that you cannot irrigate everywhere, because some areas they don't have water, permanent sources of water.
Okay.
That's the challenge as well. So that effect is still goes even central region is the same in terms of reduction in the growing season.
Let's go to the fisheries. Is there any impact on that?
Yeah, the fisheries, the impact is that with the climate change, which has affected the whole nation in that particular case in terms of the deforestation. One of the causes to the climate change would be deforestation. So the impact that we have in as far as fisheries is concerned is issues of flooding. Yeah, because now in many cases we don't have trees. As a result, there's a lot of flooding, which sometimes has affected our ponds. So we've had our ponds maybe.
So all the investment in a pond sometimes gets flooded away.
Yes.
What about the livestock and the ruminants? What has happened?
In terms of ruminants and livestock, the effect is that, as we have said, the short growing season, which means if rain do not come on time, let's say in October, which means October, November we have very difficult time to graze our cattle and anything. But by then we would have expected rains in, yet the rains are not in, so it's very dry.
So are there been no positive things at all because of this change in climate?
Yes.
Is there been any positive thing?
No, I don't
Nothing.
think there is
Are you sure?
any positive. And we're still on the same change on climate. I think we have seen a number of diseases which our forefathers, our parents are saying they are coming in now, which in the last time they were not there.
On the plants?
These are human now, human diseases, which could be linked to, I think, the change of time.
Really?
Or the climate change. Of course, it's very difficult maybe to justify as to how. But I think that's what many old guys are saying.